Global tensions are on the rise. China, Russia, Ukraine, Iran, and North Korea pose new worries for U.S. decision makers. At the same time, the Pentagon is experiencing its worst manning situation in the 50-year history of the all-volunteer military. Mark Hyman spoke with some of those who are struggling to enlist today's young men and women in tonight's Inside Your World Investigates.
As we compete with the lowest unemployment rate in a generation, the Air Force will likely fall short of enlisted active duty recruiting goals.
In Senate testimony earlier this year, Air Force Undersecretary Kristyn Jones echoed the warnings of the Army, Navy, and Marine Corps. Last year, the Army missed its recruiting goal by 15,000. The Navy and Air Force were each short more than 2,000. The Marine Corps just barely made its goal.
We are in a war for talent.
Brigadier General John Cushing acknowledges recruiting has become very challenging. He is the Deputy Commanding General of Army Recruiting Command. But he is impressed with the men and women who are joining up.
If you look at this generation, I think that they're smarter, they're more technologically advanced than our generation. And so that, and truth be told, that's exactly what we want in our services.
Still, the services are struggling for enlistees. There may be several factors why military recruiting is coming up short. Poor health and fitness, lack of education, prior drug use, and criminal records disqualify 3 of 4 young adults aged 17 to 24 unless they get a waiver, the services told Congress. In recent years, some enlistment standards have been loosened. The Navy will accept first-time enlistees up to their 42nd birthday. COVID lockdown policies hampered recruiting the last few years.
We were unable to spend time in high schools, to talk to influencers, to talk to educators.
Officials have also noticed the pool of likely recruits is getting smaller.
80% of those that we enlist are from military backgrounds, have military families, and that's alarming to me.
Adding to military woes is a loss of prestige. In a 2017 survey, 70% of respondents said they had a great deal of trust and confidence in the military. That fell to 45% last year. Burdensome school loans have been making headlines, but the opportunity to earn a debt-free college education while getting paid is not attracting enough enlistees. Why are young adults not buying this?
I think that we have failed in our duties and responsibilities of informing the generation of those types of opportunities.
Usually, the biggest influencers when counseling a young adult to join up are parents, especially if either one is a veteran. According to a survey of military families, a majority would recommend military life, but that percentage is trending downward. The percentage who would not recommend military service spiked by nearly half. This is troubling for the Pentagon. Yet Cushing is optimistic that when given the opportunity, his recruiters can make a strong case the Army should be a first and not a last choice of employment. His pitch is simple.
What are your dreams and aspirations, and what do you want to do in life? And let me tell you how the Army can get there.
For Inside Your World Investigates, I'm Mark Hyman in Fort Knox, Kentucky.
The Army, Navy, and Air Forces told Inside Your World they expect to miss this year's recruiting goals. The Marine Corps declined to disclose its target numbers. Whatever the skill, everyone wants to learn from some of the best to ever do it. And for a number of young Central New York Hoopers, they got to spend the day with 2 of the best players to wear the Syracuse orange. Some kids' dreams are to be an astronaut, a pilot, a singer. But for Jaden Gonzalez, he dreams of playing in the big leagues as a basketball star.
It's cool.
Why is it so important to have camps like this?
So you can get better at basketball.
Former Syracuse basketball stars Eric Devendorf and Tyler Lydon are eager to share their expertise and pass on their passion for the game to the next generation of basketball enthusiasts like Gonzalez at the Legend Hoops camp. His father, Walter Osachu, was over the moon that his son got to learn from these legends and see him live out his dream.
Oh, this is tremendous. I mean, the skills that these very experienced players, former players, and coaches can bring is awesome. The kids get to learn from the best. To bring all kids who are interested at every level and just make them be better. Better players, better people.
Lydon says coaching these kids not only enhances their basketball skills, but also their life skills.
To play at a high level, you got to be obviously a standout on the court, but more importantly off. You got to be in the classroom and all those things. So we do a lot of talking to the kids about our experience and how we got there, and I think that that's obviously a key.
For Gonzalez, he's grateful to the former basketball stars for teaching him the importance of teamwork, sportsmanship, and of course, the love of the game.
Not only do they get the basketball skills, but they see the life skills. They see somebody that they can aspire to, somebody that can be a model to them. It's incredible.
If you're looking for spectacular entertainment when you head out to the fairgrounds, look no further than the Circus Hollywood near the Expo Center. Our Brandon Roth brings us a closer look.
Well, greetings from the Hollywood Circus under the big top here by the Expo Center. Devlin Chandler, the ringmaster here, and this circus, the Hollywood Circus, is packed with excitement. And we've got Crystal Coronas there showing some of the hula hoop and rolito juggling. That's just part of the act here.
Absolutely. We have a great family show here. Our theme this year is rock stars. These are two of our circus rock stars. We come out singing and dancing right into the show. Aerialists, you name it.
Yeah, it's a lot of excitement. This is a 44th year for the Coronas family.
That's correct. Great family tradition. This is a family-owned show.
It's not just the circus. There's a whole entertainment over here for people who aren't familiar.
Absolutely. Well, everybody loves the petting zoo. Go interact with all the animals, feed the animals. And we have camel rides, which we saw you on the other day.
Absolutely.
And the Hollywood Racing Pigs, which Miss Crystal over here is the MC for that.
One of the main attractions is the Globe of Death.
That's right, the death-defying Globe of Death. They go around in circles and even upside down, and once in a while, we put a special guest in there.
Yeah, and I was that guest earlier, let me tell you. That'll wake you up. If you want to check out Circus Hollywood here under the big top right behind the Expo Center, they have 3 shows a day. First show is at 1:30. These guys are truly circus rock stars with Circus Hollywood under the big tent.